We are officially about to become second-class citizens. Here's a tip. If you ever encounter a man, this is what you can do. If you're scared, whatever, you don't want them around you, what you're gonna do is bark at them. It draws attention to yourself. They get scared. There's like a look of fear in their eyes. They all get it. And they leave you alone. So yeah, I'm sure we've all tried to be nice and they follow us home and whatever. No longer being nice, we're barking.
I'm just gonna start being so fucking mean to men. Like, not like I wasn't really particularly nice to them before. Because, like, you know.
I just very quickly came on here to say that I'm so excited for and I fully support this movement of making mainly men's lives, but really anyone who voted for Trump's lives miserable. I'm really enjoying all this content about tormenting them, so keep it up.
How could you not vote for Kamala? I just don't get it. How could you possibly vote for a man, a straight white male, of all people? A straight white male. How could you do that? How could you do that to us? How could you do that to yourself? How could you do that to us? Somebody explain. I just don't get it. How could you not vote for Kamala?
Here's how I'm gonna fix your life, okay? So you just got married to your husband. Your husband is blatant, just redneck garbage. You like him though, for some reason, something there is clicking. I'm gonna seduce your husband. I'm going to look him in the eye, and I'm gonna explain to him that nobody has ever made me feel the way he has. And I'm younger than you conservative woman that married him. And I'm gonna start, like, explaining that I'm just so fun and I like doing fun shit. Because you're probably married and you can't do fun shit. And then once I do that, and I implement your f***ing marriage arc, he's gonna cause some irrational feelings, which is going to establish itself in your marriage problems. And then you're gonna be like, why am I doing this shit for a man? This is where we get ya. Because then you're like, why am I supporting a guy that isn't doing anything for me? There you go.
Accept you. I do not see you. I do not believe that you, as a person, deserve any of my respect. Okay? You don't support basic human rights if you're a Trump supporter, so why would I support your rights? Okay? That's the f***ing thing. Trump supporters are the equivalent to dirt to me. I would spit on you, but I would not waste the DNA on someone like that. That's the f***ing thing. I'd strangle you guys to f***ing death, but I wouldn't go to prison over a Trump supporter. That's the f***ing thing, okay? It's no longer this neutral ground, this place where we don't judge people for their politics and it's just like melting pot. No, you're Republican, you voting Republican, I f***ing hate you. And I think you're a racist. I know you're a racist. I know you're a pedophile. I know that you're a Nazi, a fascist. I don't care. I can make a list. Okay, because it's beyond it. It's beyond it now. Okay, there is no wishy-washy Republican. If you're Republican, you're a fascist Nazi because you support Trump. And that party, they don't give a fuck about ideals, morals, who they're fucking propping up. They only care about winning and taking power in this country. And how can you guys not see that? But that's the fucking thing. That's the fucking thing. Is you guys probably do see it and you just accept it. But again, to the day I die, it's fuck Donald Trump. To the day I die, it's fuck Republicans. They are ruining America, and I'm not letting that happen. We the people, we the Democrats, will not let that fucking happen. I'm not taking this shit sitting down. Donald Trump.
I'm done crying. My sadness is over. My anger has set in. I am a very petty person, and I am very proud of that. Love it about myself, actually. And so, I say this in the most disrespectful way possible. I don't care if you are my family. I don't care if you're my friend. I don't care if we've been friends our entire lives. You can literally go f*** yourself if you voted for Donald Trump. If you are so sad about your groceries being expensive, get a better f***ing paying job. Do better in life. Get a f***ing education. Do something. Because you are f***ing stupid. And I hope you go jump off of a f***ing bridge.
I hope you understand what you just did. You don't because you're really fucking stupid, but I hope at some point you have to reckon with it on a personal level at least a little bit, because you fucking mouth breathers, you absolute worthless fucks who like to thump your Bibles and talk about the absence of family and God in the modern day, yet you decided to elect a sexual predator for president who is currently being puppeteered by a deadbeat father who also happens to be the wealthiest man on earth, who effectively wants to plant a chip in your brain that turns you into a computer. How's that for an absence of God for you, you stupid fucking sacks of horse manure? God fucking hates you, and by the time the lot of you get that through your thick fucking skulls, it's gonna be far too late.
Now that we're all saying what we're thinking, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think if you voted for Donald Trump, you're ugly. I think you're all freaking ugly, and I think you're dumb as bricks. And I think you're a bigot in every sense of the word, every use of the word. I want your taxes to go up. I want things to be more expensive for you. I want you to have a complicated pregnancy. I want all that bad stuff to happen to you because that's what you deserve.
So, now that the orange turd has won, we should now rename America Hell, because it is going to be hell on earth once they strip everyone's rights away that isn't a straight white cis man. So buckle up. Hope you freaking Republicans are happy. I'm out of here.
Because his economic policies assisted the Midwest in a huge way due to his corporate tax cuts. And what it allowed, because there was such a huge stranglehold by Democrats, especially in this state, with localization of taxes, especially in industry, it allowed them to get what they needed the most, which was access to capital, and assisted them in expanding. It was extremely helpful. And I'm hoping that he'll start making moves back to similar economic policies, which would help the local trade.
Yeah, okay, so I have a question. In terms of the corporate tax rate that's at, can you name me one point in American history that you'd point to where the corporate tax rate was that low, where we saw, like, good effects on the economy?
Yeah, during the Trump administration.
Okay, I'm referencing other than the Trump administration.
Yeah, but why would that, I don't understand why that's a non sequitur. During the Trump administration, well, hang on. During the Trump administration, I just gave you my argument. My argument was that businesses in the Midwest needed to have access to capital.
Yeah, so listen. If you actually, I can send you a paper from a liberal and conservative economist from Harvard that actually indicates there's only 0.04% annual GDP growth, specifically from the tax cuts.
Yeah, but you recognize
$1.9 trillion of debt-related spending.
Well, I'm happy to respond to this.
$28 billion to the economy.
Let's say it only. Well, I'm going to explain. So.
Of my sentence.
Well, okay, so the thing is that you're throwing out more red herrings, but I'm willing to respond directly to this.
What's a red herring?
Well, so you're trying to get me to look at something that's beside my point.
It's not beside your point. I was currently making a point, you cut me off.
Well, can you respond to my point? The GDP would have nothing to do with what I said, zero.
So if the corporate tax cut was beneficial, it would have caused an increase in the GDP, right? Increase in the
well, it did. By your own admission, it did. You just don't like how much it did.
By 0.04%.
Yeah, so why would that matter for the localization in the Midwest?
It added 0.04% to the annual GDP.
So it added to the GDP?
Which is about $28 billion per year.
Yeah.
So it nowhere near paid for itself.
How does that address my point, Parker?
To justify the spending.
How does that address my point? Can you steel man my argument for me so I know you understand it?
Yeah, so you think that it builds up American manufacturing?
That's not what I said, Parker. What did I say? I said in the Midwest, specifically inside of the Midwest, which is where all the automotive plants.
Midwest.
Yes. So can you address what the Midwest growth looked like, Parker?
Well, I was referencing the.
Yeah, I know what you're referencing. You're referencing red herring. Can you reference what the Midwest growth was? Yes, it was. What the overarching GDP would be a reference from all 50 states. Many of them have Democrat controllers. They have their own tax brackets. They have all of this. What I'm asking, hang on, bro. I'm asking specifically if you can address my point for the Midwest specifically.
The effect on the GDP according to the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act,
which has what to do with my point, Parker?
1.9 trillion is not justified, given that it only added.
Has nothing to do with my point.
$1.9 trillion of spending is the overall country spending this, and then it only added $28 billion per year.
Okay,
right?
Parker. First of all,
okay, that's very low. Very low ROI, right? Very low. So why would we use the money to do this rather to invest in other things in the economy?
Okay, so Parker, you still aren't actually addressing my.
Her body, my choice. Do it. Do it. Do it. Give me a reason. Give me a reason. Do it.
So men think they own you. Take it from somebody that used to be a man. You got boobs. You got a vajayjay. Guess what, honey? You own them. Trust me, they want it. Make them earn it.
I don't know how you can be a woman and support that man because he publicly hates women. You're just saying you have no respect for yourself, is how I'm seeing this. Yeah. So f*** you. And now that he's going to be in office again, he can replace the person that's going to be stepping down with another pro-life asshole that doesn't care about women's health. Yeah, so basically we are living in The Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, so all of you guys that are acting like it's not his fault, it is.
Plans. I've got 2 plans on how I can survive an authoritarian hellscape. I'm focusing on those plans, and I'm kind of getting excited because I'm good with the plan, you know? And I'm implementing my plan. And it's big and it's scary, but, you know, what's the alternative? There's not one, no. Okay, so do your thing, make a plan, start working on your plan, and build your bubble every day. Keep the losers and the haters out of your bubble, because it's your bubble. You get to decide what goes on in your bubble. You can be delusional in your bubble. You can be happy in your bubble. You can be proactive in your bubble. Do whatever you want in your bubble. It is your bubble. It is time to cut the dead weight out of our lives, guys.
Everyone that voted for that man, I want nothing to do with you. I'm not going to engage with you. And honestly, like, if you leave comments on my page saying Trump 2024 or whatever, that's fine, because you're just making it easier for me to figure out who I should be blocking.
I'm just gonna come out and say it because I'm tired of hearing people trying to explain away why these poor, disenfranchised young men skewed Republican this election. They like MAGA because they want to go back to the time where they were handed the keys to the castle and a doting wife in exchange for existing. They feel disenfranchised because this is no longer their
to go do our own January 6th. What do you guys say? Jan 6? Let's go. Let's stop this dictator. Save America.
Dominic, what do you think I expect you to do if you hear one of your little boy classmates say that to a girl in your school? What do you think I expect you to do? Stick up for them, right? How? Telling the guy, no, I want you to ball up your fist and break their shit. Do you understand me? The only person you got to worry about getting in trouble with is me. And you're going to get in way more trouble if you participate in that bullshit than if you punch somebody in the mouth for participating in that bullshit. Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
Punch your eye.
Yeah, punch him in the eye, Kevin. Exactly. Punch him right in the eye. Because it is not enough. Listen, it is not enough to just not be asshole boys, right? You have to do things about the other asshole boys. It is your job to stop those boys from being assholes. Got it? That's all. Go finish watching your cartoons.
What kind of rights do you feel like women don't have in America?
Oh, wow.
What do you think?
Gosh, that's such a good question. I guess it's not necessarily right, but there's not enough female representation in politics.
Yeah, that is a good question. You know, I think women should have the right to feel safe. We deserve a government that supports us.
College students at Oklahoma State University, I was really looking forward to having a female leader who truly understands just how stupid college-age voters are. I mean, it's not like we mean anything or add anything to the society anyways. I love fake people. I thought it was so cool when Kamala Harris pledged to prosecute oil companies, and then she switched up and started praising them as well. We don't need blue-collar workers, but I love a fake person, so it's nice to have someone who understands what it's like to be two-faced.
I was really excited to have a president who grew up in the middle class and would remind us that she grew up in the middle class each and every day.
Seeing Megan Thee Stallion shake her butt on stage at a Kamala Harris rally gave me so much hope for our future.
Maybe sure it gave a lot of guys hope too.
Oh yeah.
A little extra excitement.
I was hoping maybe they'd offer free dance lessons or something. I would love to learn how to twerk. Especially at a presidential rally.
We picked up the shackles of yesterday. Shoulder to shoulder gave freedom away. Our daughters will abhor us. And they'll sing in dreadful chorus. What have you done, Sister Suffragette? What have you done, Sister Suffragette?
Good morning. I'm trying to decide what to get my Republican-leaning family members for Christmas. And I'm really thinking about a donation in their name to Planned Parenthood. Something that I feel strongly about, they don't. But it's better than getting no gift at all. Have a great day.
Elon motherfucking Musk! I just paid an Etsy witch $7.99 to make your life a living hell. Brace yourself.
Y'all are weird. You think I would trust a man enough after everything I've been through to get me pregnant? Bitch, I kill you in your sleep. I kill you in your sleep. In fact, the minute I find out I'm pregnant, I'm gonna kill you in your sleep, and then I'm gonna go get an abortion. 2 people will be dead.
May he do everything he promised you he would. And may you fucking choke on it.
How about my Glock, your dome? Your body, my trunk. Your body in the motherfucking lake. Your body in a body bag. I will perform a late-term abortion on your ass. I will do what your mother should have done 20-some odd years ago. Don't piss me off today. Don't piss me off ever. Y'all are fucking around with a bunch of pissed off fucking women right now, and you're about to find out in the worst way possible. Keep making your little jokes. Because if y'all want to be funny, we're about to be hilarious.
Guys. Listen to this.
I can't get over these numbers. $10 million for Beyonce.
What?
To step up and back Kamala Harris publicly. $5 million for Megan Thee Stallion. $3 million for Lizzo. $1.8 million for Eminem. I mean, is that normally how it goes? You spend 20...
Hold on a second. So, Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. How much do you think Donald Trump paid him? Do you think Donald Trump can afford Elon Musk? I don't think so. So you're telling me these fake relationships is what you guys wanted in the government? People paying people to act like they like each other. Y'all playing too much.
We won't go back! We won't go back! We won't go back! We won't go back! Why are you flipping me off? We won't go back! We won't go back! Shame!
Shame!
I think one of the lamest things you can do as a woman is have a husband. I think it's really lame whenever I'm talking to somebody who I think is like somewhat cool and suddenly they're like, oh, my husband. I'm instantly like, oh, you're what? Gross.
Leave your husband. Leave your husband.
If a man talks to me when I'm walking down the street, I'm gonna lose my shit on them. Men are going to live in fear. Oh, women are so sensitive. Women are so sensitive. Why don't you smile? Why don't you fuck me? Die!
Hey, Mega. I was just taking some trash out, and I thought I found a flying to give for you. You know, about you losing friends and family members this past week due to your cult activity. But it turns out it was just a plain old you.
Will never sleep with a man who voted for Donald Trump. The vote for him is a vote against my rights as a woman to protect myself and make decisions about my body. It means he does not respect me as a woman or think that my life and my choices have value. Women know who you're voting for and know who you're sleeping with.
Anybody who is on the fence about becoming a lesbian, now is your chance! Like, give it a shot, let's give these f***ing men up! Like, I'm telling you, this shit's greener on the other side, like, come on!
Disgustingly alarming number of people voted completely against their moral conscience and chose privilege and white supremacy in the name of the economy, of all things, which many are sadly discovering the truth about that.
I hope and pray you have the next 4 years you deserve and you get everything you voted for. And it not only affects you, but also everyone you love. Have the next 4 years you deserve.
I just realized that I'm too scared to use dating apps now. And
I just told a Trumper wearing a Trump shirt in Palm Springs, California at the Trader Joe's, F you. And I'm insane, apparently. And I was like, yeah, no, you're right. I am fucking crazy. I have lost my mind. What do you want to do about it? You want to find out just how much? So he got out his camera and stood behind my car, and I backed out, and I just thought, if he's going to be stupid enough to stand there, I will hit him, because that's how much I don't give fucks right now. He got out of the way, and then came up to my window, and I should have just driven off. I didn't. I don't know what I said. I think I blacked out a little bit. I think I was actually working through ripping his face completely off of his stupid fucking head. No big deal.
Give me a reason. Give me a reason. Do it.